Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Allô? Allô, allô? Ah, si, ouais, il fait le bug. Ok, ça va. Bon, pendant une seconde, je pensais que c'était un bug de micro, mais au final, tout ce qui se passait, c'était que mon micro était mal branché. Je sais pas c'est qui a joué avec mon maudit micro. Et clairement quelqu'un qui dit on va jouer avec parce que je l'avais pas débranché au précédent live. La seule chose que sinon que je verrais, c'est que le chat a joué avec les fils, ce qui est possible. Au moins le son il est correct, je dirais. Fait que, on va faire mon intro. Salut, c'est Fog. On se retrouve aujourd'hui pour un live sur Telefaraise. Puis je voulais m'excuser pour le fait que j'ai pas fait de mon live sur Mass Effect hier, que j'étais censé faire. J'avais eu un énorme mal de tête qui a popé pendant la soirée, puis pendant que je travaillais, puis du coup, je filais pas suffisamment bien pour pouvoir faire mon live. Par contre, au moins, là, aujourd'hui, ma voix est bien correcte. J'ai pas eu à prendre de pastilles contre le mal de gorge ou de prendre mon sirop que je me suis acheté. À matin, tout allait bien.
What is this place?
Look! Over there! Looks like there's no backing out now.
Ah, the old roaring beast welcome, eh? No class.
Look sharp, everyone.
Bon, ben apparemment, on va avoir affronté une bête comme premier boss. J'imagine.
Rolling out the red carpet.
Hop!
Some hospitality.
Can we all concentrate on fighting this thing?
That freaking does it!
Ouch! Peux-tu le mettre à terre direct? Nice!
You, right on it!
Whoop!
Dance on the wind. Hit a word.
Boum! Son point faible, c'est ça ici. Je vais dire à tout le monde de le cibler. Hey, tout le monde! Faut que vous tapiez là!
Oh, I can carve through
Oh.
armor. First strike. Bloody hurry! I'll finish you here and now.
Another incantation ruined.
Ah, ok. Je me disais bien, tout qu'il y avait... Oh! Je me disais bien, tout qu'il y avait de quoi de bizarre avec... Ouch! Il est en train de faire un or astral, on va le bloquer et on va le puncher! Ouch! Oh, il fait mal! Voilà. Et je me tombais sur toi ici. Est-ce que la créature... Ok, c'est une créature de lumière. Donc... je suppose que ce qu'on veut faire ici, ça va être des dégâts de ténèbres. Donc toi, c'est quoi l'or que je t'ai... Oups! C'est quoi l'or que je t'ai mis ici? Holy Lance. On va te remplacer ça par peu importe quoi que ce soit d'autre. Oh, Meteor... Oh, ok, fait que c'est toi qui as Meteor Storm. On va s'en servir nous-mêmes de ça. J'ai envie de l'essayer, voir. Hop. Voilà. Ouch. Non, moi je l'ai proc. Nice, ça l'a brisé. Hop. Oui, on va voir. Ok. Oups.
Anything in armor is all mine. Now you see what I can do.
I'll be saving this one. Oh, too shy.
Not today. Here.
Ok.
Awaken the sleeper.
Hop.
Feel
Et on va proc celui-là aussi en même temps.
Take this.
Boum.
where that came from.
I could do this all day.
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Hop.
This one's mine. Wind Astro.
Ah, ben ça c'est facile à esquiver. Regarde, vous faites ça.
Negative gate.
Being interrupted.
Hop. Ouch. Ah, ok, nice. On a déjà fait perdre la moitié de sa vie. On a pratiquement rien. On a pratiquement pas mangé de dégâts tant que ça, là, en ce moment. Voilà.
There's something in the tower.
Ah. Oh non, on a une deuxième bête, là.
Anything in armor is all mine.
Ok. Bon, on va demander à Rinwell de venir m'aider avec lui. Et on va dire à Kisawa et à Dwalin d'aller taper sur celle-là. Pendant que moi, à ce temps-là, moi, je vais m'occuper encore de celle-là ici. Ouch! Oh, il y en a déjà deux qui sont morts. Ben, du coup, on va utiliser un life bottle. On va remplacer Dwalin par Shion comme ça. Et on va amener Alfred sur le terrain aussi. Ah, ok. Ouch. Ouais, on va se réessayer. Les deux bêtes ensemble, je m'y attendais pas. Hop. Honnêtement, je pense qu'on va dire directement on veut Shion sur le terrain. Et moi, je veux rester avec Lars, s'il vous plaît.
The red carpet?
Yeah.
Ok. Et je pense moi aussi de venir à Kisawa de se remplir de... Quoique non. Hop.
Can we all concentrate
À terre, toi.
on this thing?
Voilà. Hop. Ça va être déjà un bon coup ici. Ça va être un autre bon coup, ça. Hop. Puis là, il va se mettre à crier. Ah, oups. Fallait pas que je fasse ça ici. Ah. Il se met vraiment à crier souvent, hein. Ok, on va le remettre à terre. Hop. Boum. Hop, on va frapper de même. Oups. Là, ok, on va essayer de profiter un peu au maximum de ces boules de même. Voilà. Nice! Voilà. On va frapper comme ça. Hop. Ah, et puis comment elle est faite pour me toucher? Ok, Kisawa, prends Lemon Gel. Hop. À terre. J'ai pas envie que tu me touches. Voilà. Ok. Il va faire de quoi? Ah, juste une coupe d'éclairs. Ok, utilise ça, toi, Star. On va récupérer son or. Nice! Bon. Là, ici, c'est le moment où on va dire à Alfheim d'arriver sur le terrain.
There's something in the tower.
Hey! We didn't ask for a replacement.
Ah, ok. Du coup, on va quand même continuer à dire à ceux-là de s'intéresser à ici, pendant que moi je te tape sur celui-là. Mais comme je disais, je voulais Alfheim là, sur le terrain. Hop, j'ai besoin d'un deuxième attaquant. Hop. Faut juste que je fasse attention pour me faire trop toucher. Parce que là, ils se mettent à courir de même, un peu en malade. Ouch. Ouch. Ok. Life Battle. On va remettre... Ah, Alpha m'a été soigné. Nice. J'ai essayé de profiter un petit peu de quelques petites affaires, mais je pense que ça a juste mal pas fonctionné mon affaire. Ah, ok. Faut vraiment que je fasse attention en ce moment. Hop. Oh, chien, a-t-il le bord de crever? Toi, vise ça ici. Ah, ok. Moi, je voulais toi ici. Hop, s'il te plaît, mets-les à terre. Ok. Voilà. On va essayer de punch. On va ramener Dwalin sur le terrain. Hop. Il m'a essayé de me soigner. Ok. Attends, toi. Attends, le toutou. Boum. Ok. Là, à cette heure, on va ramener Shion en vie. Qu'elle puisse remplir son gauge quand même. Ah, il y en a un qui prépare de quoi. Et je crois pas que je vais apprécier trop c'est quoi qu'il prépare. Ah! Non, ok, non. Ça, c'était pas une bonne idée. Au moins, je me suis pas fait toucher pour autant. Rinwell vient de mourir. Alpha, il faut qu'il se soigne. Hop! Hop! Ah, ok, nice. C'est ça ici qui a fait spawn. Voilà. Voilà. Ah, ok, ouch. Attends, le toutou! Voilà. Voilà. Ok, Dwalin est tombé. On va le remplacer du coup par Shion. Ah, ben avant ça, on va soigner Shion. Voilà. Pas encore soigné. Ok. Si Shion est soigné, on peut remplacer Dwalin pour Shion là, à cette heure. Hop. Ah, ok, faut que je me tasse de là. Parce qu'il faut que je me soigne. Ah, ok, voilà, ça c'est fait. On va utiliser un Orange Gel à cette heure. Voilà. Ouch. Je l'ai pas vu venir, lui. Hop, attends le toutou. Hop. On va le puncher de même. Hop. Allez, toi tu vas prendre son or. Il va me soigner. Voilà, ça c'est mort. Boom. On va donner une live battle à Dwalin sur le banc. Hop. Ah, ok. Toi, je veux que tu cibles ça, cibles ça. Ouais, toi cibles ça. Hop. À ce temps-là, moi je vais. Ah! Oups! C'était pas prévu que vous fusionniez ensemble, là.
And became worse by the looks of it.
Is this its true form?
Ok. Lemon Gel. Non, pas Lemon Gel. Peach Gel pour toi, Shion. Ouais, pour toi.
A new lease on
Ouch! Fais ça, toi. Y a-tu un point faible à cette heure? Oui, son point faible est encore là. Au moins, c'est déjà ça. Ouch! Il aime crier, hein. Oups! Ah, Toto à terre! Méchant Toto! Voilà. On va se soigner.
Anything in armor is all mine.
Here, let me help.
Allez. On va faire ça, puis après ça, on va esquiver parce qu'il va crier. Il aime vraiment ça crier, hein. Voilà. Hop. Ouais, il crie beaucoup. Hop.
Sleep now.
Hop.
Lunar corruption. Lunar blast.
Hey non, mais arrête de crier. Je vais utiliser un orange gel encore ici. Hop. Ouch.
Healing circle.
Ah, il y a un healing circle juste ici. On va en profiter un petit peu. Puis on va se soigner avec un lemon gel. Non, un peach gel. Ça va être suffisant. On va essayer de faire ça. Hop. Là, ok, on l'a touché. C'est déjà ça. Ah, ok. Ok, c'est faible au feu. Boum. Ok, ça c'est parfait. C'est parfait qu'il soit faible au feu parce que je peux faire ça du coup. Hop. Nice.
It's weakened.
Nothing gets by me.
Ok. Hop, voilà. Il a pas l'air de...
I'm out of ammo.
Ils viennent de passer dans une phase que je veux pas qu'il soit en ce moment. Il va probablement essayer de se mettre à courir. Ouais. Hop. Voilà. Nice. Ok. Est-ce qu'on peut le mettre à terre? Évidemment, non. Ouch. Oh, nice.
Shouldn't have done that. I'm on a roll now.
Voilà.
Crush you.
Nice. Ça, c'est déjà un bon combo que j'ai pu faire.
Tenebrous claw.
Here's a healing arc.
Je vais me soigner moi-même. Voilà. Je vais utiliser un autre orange gel aussi. Hop. Boum. Ouch. Ok, Chion est morte. C'est le temps de...
Do you require
Ok. On va donner un lemon gel à Dualim, puis on va le mettre sur le terrain. Ok, ils viennent de se soigner. Tombe sur le terrain. Moi, je me joue un petit peu avec Rinwell juste pour la maintenir en vie.
Thanks so much.
Ok. Ah, Alpha vient de tomber aussi. Bon, elle est en sécurité, fait que je peux retourner sur l'art. On va se soigner pendant qu'il fait ça. Hop. Boum. Ok. Toi. Toi, c'est ça ici. Toi, c'est ça là. Puis, ouais. Moi, je dois cibler ça ici. Tout le monde. Non. Greenwell cible encore le torse, elle. Ok, tout le monde cible la bonne pièce à cette heure. Ok. Avec ça, Peach Gel pour Alfheim. D'ailleurs, ça va prendre. Il y a probablement que je pense aussi à donner une live bottle du coup à Chion qui est sur le banc. Voilà. Ah, pendant qu'il est stun, on va le frapper de même. On va toucher Toto. On va le refrapper de même. Ouch! Il se fait toucher par de quoi de pas prévu.
Thanks. Just what I need.
If it's in the sky,
Ah, ok. Chion, tu peux tirer, toi. Toi, tu peux faire ça ici. Et moi, je vais venir faire ça de même. Yeah, ok. Alfheim est encore mort. Je sais pas qu'est-ce qu'il a fait. Mais il a réussi à se faire suffisamment mal pour crever à nouveau. On va donner une P-Gel à Dwalin. Ouch. Ok, ça n'a pas servi à grand chose le P-Gel. Faut vraiment réussir à le briser à nouveau son corps. Voilà. Voilà.
I'll be saving
Orange Gel.
this one.
here we go again. From beyond. Raging flame.
Ah, ok, nice. J'ai réussi à éviter le cri d'une certaine façon.
Don't get cocky.
Ah, ok. Là, c'est le bon moment pour utiliser un Heavy Treat. Voilà. Ok, nice. Il fait ça dès le départ. Hop.
Air thrust.
Ouch. On va se soigner. Hop.
Carve through armor.
Voilà. Je pense pas qu'on puisse briser son...
Force of regeneration.
Ok, là, il est fini. Là, on peut faire ça. Hop. Voilà.
Watch this. In a bind. Oh, there.
On va esquiver. Hop.
Knock it into next.
Nice. Il est tombé, là.
Just getting crazy.
Là, ça va être suffisant pour le tuer.
Regenerate. Rip and tear. Burn.
Can't be
I'm ready.
Voilà. Il est mort. Boom. Ça, c'est déjà une très bonne chose de faite. Je suis bien content d'avoir réussi à le tuer du premier coup. Ah non, c'est vrai, c'est deuxième tentative, celle-là. Bon. Quand même, bon, combat le fun. Comment t'es
Everyone
fun?
hanging in there?
Just about. Though if we have to waste our energy on many more like that, I don't fancy our chances against Volron. We gotta try to conserve.
That sound again.
You must be worried we'll have a change of heart. He's certainly pulling out all the stops.
Alphen, I know it's hard, but we have to stay focused on moving forward.
I know.
Are you doing okay, Shion?
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
We don't know what else Volron's got up his sleeve. Be careful, all right?
I'll go check and see if the coast is clear.
What is it?
Oh, it's nothing. Just wondering what that was all about.
Huh?
It's just, you don't think Shion is acting kinda weird around Alphen, do you?
Like standoffish weird? Isn't she always like that?
No, not that. I mean, since we rescued her.
Then I guess. Maybe it's the identical ancestor thing.
Maybe. I guess that could be it.
You sure you're not reading into it? What? What'd I say?
Nothing. Just forget it.
I can never win with you. You know that?
Ok,
Wonder if
nice.
we're getting any closer to finding Volron.
I sure hope so.
On a un peu de temps pour aller se
When we do, there'll be hell to pay.
rest off. On peut actuellement aller se rest off. Ce serait le fun par contre s'il y aurait un point de téléportation ici.
Have you noticed how Shion...
Seems to be grappling with something all by herself.
Yeah, she's been acting differently around us ever since we rescued her. The same towards Alphen, too. Now that Alphen's regained his memories and his sense of pain, maybe she's become more self-conscious that she still has her thorns. In which case, it makes sense that she'd be feeling out of sorts. But I can't help but think there's something else too.
You're wondering if there's anything you can do to help her.
Shion said something to me once. Something that helped me move forward. So I'd like to return the favor and do that for her too. The only problem is, even if I did have the chance to talk to her, I don't know what I could say that would help.
Shion's dealing with a lot right now. Maybe more than she can handle. Trying to unravel the threads of her own worries, that's challenge enough itself. Not to mention that trying to wade in blindly would probably end up making things even worse than they already are.
But how do we help her then?
For the time being, I think all we can do is be patient and keep an eye on her. That way, when she's finally ready to let us in, we'll be right there to lend her a shoulder.
I hope you're right.
Bien. On va juste avancer un tout petit peu. Voyons voir la map. Ouais, j'ai un ascenseur genre juste en face. Si j'ai un point de téléportation à l'ascenseur, ça va être parfait. Oh! Qu'est-ce que j'ai dans ces... Oh, Gold Gel. Golden Jelly. Live Bottle? Oh, Mega Elixir. Wow! Je sais que j'avais déjà des élixirs. Puis les élixirs peuvent être utilisés actuellement comme des life bottles. Ça revient... Puis j'en ai deux là, de ça. Puis voyons voir. Clairement, on va donner un peu plus d'HP à... Hop! On va donner un petit peu plus d'HP ici. Donner un peu plus d'attaque à Kisara. Du rang marin. Ça, c'est pour l'attaque élémentale. On va en donner un peu plus à Renwell. C'est elle qui en a le plus de besoin, honnêtement. Puis je dirais x2, ça. Puis de la pénétration. À qui d'autre? Il n'y en a pas assez. Voyons voir combien il est rendu là, de pénétration. Il est à 999. Est-ce qu'il peut dépasser ce niveau-là? Juste curieux. Parce que 999, c'est déjà pas mal en soi. Là. Ok, il y a très peu de résistance, mais comme je disais, s'il se mange pas de coups, c'est pas grave en soi. D'après moi, c'est la résistance aux coups critiques, ça. Il va se manger gros de coups critiques, mais il va en donner excessivement souvent. D'après moi, c'est ça le plus important, qu'il en donne beaucoup. Bon, ici, voyons voir c'est quoi que j'ai dans comme équipement encore. Je manque pas encore de Ranch Gel, j'en ai encore 8. J'ai un Heavy Treat encore. Peach Gel, j'en ai 7. C'est surtout des Life Bottles en soi. Puis le fait que j'ai plus de CP. J'ai quand même tenté de juste... On va sauvegarder ici. Et on va les voir. Moi je dis ça vaut quand même la peine d'aller voir s'il n'y a pas genre un dernier point pour se ravitailler. Sinon, ben, je pourrais utiliser un Gold Gel pour essayer de me... Ah, tiens, justement. Oups!
So if Volron is the lord of the water realm, then it's probably safe to say he has some water abilities tucked up his sleeve.
He and Alphen couldn't be any more different. It's like they were practically born to be rivals.
Looking back on it, in both of our previous encounters, he's only ever fought us with his sword. We haven't seen what else he's capable of.
And yet, even with only his blade, he still managed to overwhelm us. He's a force to be reckoned with. That much is certain.
Yeah, that guy is seriously bad news.
It'll be okay, Hoodle. We'll get through this.
Shion?
It's nothing. Let's keep moving.
Bien! Ok, Oups! Fallait que je regarde. Voilà. On va sauvegarder ici. On va essayer. D'après moi, avec l'équipement que j'ai encore en live ballon et tout ça, ça devrait être suffisant. Pour réussir à l'affronter. Faut juste que tout le monde soit full vie. Je vais essayer de mettre directement Alfheim sur le terrain. L'or va servir de backup. Puis on va mettre Shion aussi. Shion qui commence un peu à me manquer en soi en termes de... Pas de niveau, mais en termes de santé, je dirais. Il n'y a pas grand chose que je peux faire pour sa santé relativement basse, malheureusement. Avais-tu la meilleure des tenues? Oui, elle avait la meilleure des tenues, puis de loin. Je crois. Bon. Bon, bah c'est le temps d'y aller.
This area is the grandest looking of the lot, and not a single soldier in sight.
So probably the place. This is it, everyone. We can't let Voron treat people's lives like toys any longer. We need to put an end to his tyranny here and now. Everyone ready?
Ready.
We've come this far.
Without question.
I'm nervous, but I know what needs to be done.
Ok. Je commence un petit peu à être nerveux en ce moment. Je deviens un petit peu nerveux. Je peux pas traverser ça ici. Étrangement. Il m'indique que je peux aller d'ailleurs. Mais je peux pas traverser. Non! C'est le temps d'y aller. Quand c'est le temps, c'est le temps. Ah non, dis-moi pas qu'il va falloir affronter ces gardes en plus.
We've come for you, Volron! Did you really come all this way? Just so I could take you back over his dead body?
Bastard!
Ah nice, il est fait partir. Oh! C'est qui ça?
You dismiss them?
He must not think he needs them to defeat us.
Why have you been coming after me? Isn't it your ambition to become the winner of the crown contest? My ambition, you say?
C'est qui la tête à côté là?
I have no ambitions. Since the beginning, everything was mine to control. Everything, including your life.
Non!
Happy to see you.
Ah, ok.
That's supposed to mean a lonely watery
Hop!
grave is all
C'est le tout!
And
Ouch.
yet, it wasn't without regret that I watched you sink beneath those waves. Now I get to
okay.
savor carving the life of your body myself. So all this
Tapez-le! Il m'attaque! Il me fait mal!
it was all just for your own sick satisfaction. To help pass the time, I would not expect you to understand the tedium that absolute power brings.
Ah, je me suis fait mal pour rien. Il a sacré le camp comme...
Your mad ramblings.
Il a sacré le camp. Punch-le!
Very well. I shall look
Tape-le!
forward to fashioning my throne from the
Ah.
remains of yours.
Je le mets à terre!
Today you will die at my hands, and I shall bask in your final desperate
Ah, ok,
pleas.
là, à cette heure, il
I look
devrait
forward to
être...
disappointing you.
Non! Où c'est? Pourquoi il tape dans...
Fool, entertain me. This is over. Take this. Enjoy.
Tiens-y dessus. Ouch. 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 Bon, je suis mort. On va utiliser l'air bottle. Hop, voilà. Je vais revenir directement. Remets-le à terre, s'il te plaît. J'ai besoin de l'avoir qui bouge plus pour faire ça ici. Hop. Boum, boum. Ah! On prend tellement rien à ces mouvements que j'arrive pas à l'esquiver ou whatever. Ah, ok. On va me soigner avec encore un Peach Gel cette fois-ci. Nice. Boom!
Did we get him?
He's open. Let's go.
Allez. Ok, il m'a mis à terre. Hop. Ok, bah, je te vole ça. Et boum, boum. Voilà. Ok. Punch-le dans la face.
Now this is enjoyable.
Ok, là, ici, ça va être la partie compliquée. Voilà. Ah.
Now, are you ready to entertain me?
Ok, faut que je suis.
Don't disappoint me by dying just yet. Eyes on the ground. Here it comes.
Damn it! Don't take your attention off him either.
Ok, son pouvoir vient bientôt finir, là. Ouch. Ok. Voilà. Allez. Ok, on va le mettre à terre. Boum. Ok, il a tellement esquivé. Par contre, ça, tu l'esquiveras pas. Ouch. Ah, ok, je suis mort. Bon, au final, il se passe relativement bien le boss, mais difficile à savoir hein, pourquoi qu'il... Comme, difficile à savoir quand est-ce qu'il faut l'esquiver. Je pense, moi, juste soigner qui ça va et faire venir l'art sur le terrain pour l'instant. Je pense que l'art va être meilleur fighter pour ça. Je le maîtrise un peu plus que... Ok, voilà. Ok, on en profite. Il bouge pas dans ce temps-là. On en profite pour y placer un bon gros coup. Ah, allez. Boum. Dans la face. Hop. Voilà. Ouch.
Now this is enjoyable.
Ok, il va me soigner. Oh, il vient pour moi. Oh, nice. Il a juste décidé de fuir, apparemment. Ok, Kisawa est morte. Faut juste que je fuis un peu. Et que je fasse attention à là où il y a les... Voilà. Voilà. Ok, c'est qui c'est vrai qui est encore tombé là? Là, ok, là, on peut le mettre à terre facilement. Voilà. Wow! Qu'est-ce qui est fait là? On va le frapper. Puis on va essayer de soigner quand même ceux qui sont à terre. Hop. Voilà. Voilà. Ils sont tous en vie en plus. Boum! Fait que ça c'est fait. Honnêtement, le fight était relativement facile. Mais ça doit pas être juste ça, honnêtement, là. C'est fou à quel point il fait mal, là, honnêtement.
It's all over. Full run. Now put an end to that death procession you're holding outside. Right now! You think this is over? What? Who do you think you are?
Il vient-tu toujours de se faire exploser ou quelque chose de même? Il self-destruct! Ah non, il est encore là. Il me fait un peu penser à Sephiroth.
No, that's...
How can this be? If Alpin's the Sovereign, how is it possible that Volron has that crest as well?
And if Volron's the Sovereign, then what was the point of the crown contest?
After everything we've witnessed, it would seem the whole thing is a ruse.
Bow before your sovereign.
Ah, ok. Tu savais c'est quoi que j'ai envie d'utiliser en ce moment? Je vais tenter d'utiliser ça ou ça. Bah, on va utiliser un Heavy Trade, ça soigne tout le monde quasiment à plein de vie. Yeah, allez.
The hell are you?
How sweet your ignorance must be.
You resent not being the only sovereign. That's why you're after me, isn't it?
There is that.
Ouch.
But your
On va faire ça ici.
unveiling your strength.
Ouch.
You use people as playthings. What right have
Ok, c'est juste un survive. On peut pas y faire le temps assez.
Only for domination. We never asked you to rule.
Voilà. Voilà.
Your wants. You are but a
Voilà.
duck in the
Ouch. Voilà.
taking orders from tyrants?
Voilà. Boum, boum. On peut tellement y faire du mal, ça veut dire qu'on peut le tuer.
Armor won't save you. Can't get out of this.
Ah, ok. Il peut mourir, c'est ça l'important. Ici, je vais utiliser un Gold Gel. Ça me paraît être le bon moment pour. Ouch. Ok. Aussi, on va remplacer les personnes mortes. Voilà. Allez. Boum. Allez, faut le frapper. À terre. Ouch. Ouch. J'ai pas pu me sortir de là. Me soigner manuellement. Comme ça. Voilà. Ouch. À terre. Boom.
Elusive deity! Can you take it? To hell! Elusive deity! I can carve through lightning!
Ok.
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration!
Ouch. Ok. Faut que je fasse vraiment... Voilà. Ok, nice. Live bottle. Live bottle. J'en ai une ici. Voilà. Si c'est juste... Ah, ok, nice. Ça, je le veux. Boom. Ah, ok. Ça, c'était un petit peu gourmand de ma part. Ouch. Ok, là, en ce moment... Ok, lui, je peux pas le stopper, malheureusement. Mais je peux faire ça. Ah.
You shouldn't have messed with me! Unleash armor won't save you! This one's all mine!
Ok.
Wretched worm!
Everyone together! I'll shoot him
Ok.
I'll finish you here and now!
I'm all stuffed up! Leave now!
Hop. Enfin, on va te soigner, on va te ramener sur le terrain.
If it's in the sky, come on! I'll never fit!
Bloody howling! On your unleash lightning!
Ok, voilà.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the pummeling to me! First strike! Elusive deity!
Voilà.
Rotating pile driver!
Voilà. Boum. Ok, on va ramener Alfheim sur le terrain. Là, à ce temps, on va remplacer Shion.
Retreat from the battle.
Juste temporairement, honnêtement. Ah, ok. Ça, fallait que j'esquive. Ah. On va utiliser un élixir.
I couldn't make it in time.
Alfheim, mets la tête. Boum. Ok, non, faut que je sorte de là. J'ai encore fait la bêtise que je voulais pas faire. Voilà. Nice. Ça donne moitié de sa vie, là. Pendant qu'il est à terre, on va se soigner. Boum.
He's about to attack! Damn it! We need to
Ouais.
stop him! Demon Fang! I have proved them! All others shall be banished! Shine! Radiant light!
Ouch.
You're wide open! Now I'm in the groove! No! Can't end here! Did you hear it? You're wide open!
Ok. Ici, j'ai un treat. Ça va faire l'affaire pour l'instant. On va ramener Shion à cette heure. Oups, pas ça que je voulais. Honnêtement, c'était très facile à exploiter pour... Ah oui, puis aussi on va ramener Kisara, je dirais. Voilà. Hop. Out, out, out. Ah, ok, c'est le temps de le puncher dans la face, puis là, on s'enfuit. Ouch. On va le refaire. Voilà. Voilà. Ok, on peut voler son or à cette heure. Qu'est-ce qu'il va faire là à cette heure? Allez, vise-moi. Ouch! Mets-la à terre! Ah ouais! J'ai besoin de me se... Faut que je me soigne ici. Ouch!
That hit the spot.
Voilà.
Let the marksman handle this.
Ouch!
I never miss. Here's a healing art. Here
I
goes.
felt fine not too long ago.
Voilà! Ça, c'est au moins une bonne affaire que j'ai pu l'activer avant que je le perde.
Tenebrous claw.
Boom! Ok, nice. Oh! Il fait vraiment beaucoup d'erreurs en ce moment, je dirais. Puis la plupart du temps, ces erreurs sont liées au fait qu'on va ramener Alpha. Il fait beaucoup d'art spécial. Ah, ok. Hop. Là, faut que je sac. Faut que je sac. Nice! Oh! Il était stoppé?
Can't get out of this. All good things come to an end.
Boom. Ah, ok. Ah, ok, on va faire ça ici. Ouch. Ma dernière live ballon, on va s'en servir. Mais on va s'éloigner un petit peu aussi. Ouch. Vous êtes sérieux? Je suis mort là même. Hop.
Where are you going? Not in your dreams.
Oups. On va utiliser un élixir, j'ai pas bien le choix là. Si je veux revenir. Je peux plus la mettre à terre direct. Oui. Oui, puncher dans la face là en ce moment. Hop. Oups. Tu l'auras pas. Boum. Vraiment, le fait qu'il fait aussi mal que ça y a fait. Le fait que je suis capable d'Aston d'y enlever un 2000 de santé d'une shot avec un seul coup de poing, c'est vraiment utile. Oh! Ça monte là avec le bandage.
Come on now. What do you think you can do? This guy's still standing?
Et il prend l'épée de feu. Oh!
Is it over?
Yeah, I think so. There. We finally collected all of the Master Cores. So what do we do now?
It is said that bringing all the Master Cores together in one place should form the Renis Alma.
So, now we put Shion's with the rest.
With that, we can finally free her of her thorns.
What's going on? Are we missing something?
We can't be. So why isn't it?
Alphen! Behind you!
Je savais que... What?
What? Shion, are you the maiden?
What is this? Why is this happening?
What the? The Master Cores!
Is that darkness? A Dark Master Core?
Ah oui, ça en prend un, techniquement. Un pour chaque élément.
Renis Alma!
The Renis Alma. It's here.
What's going on? The Renis Alma's only supposed to consist of the 5 Danon elements.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Ça me paraissait logique qu'il fallait qu'il y ait un Master Core aussi pour l'élément des ténèbres. Il y en a un pour la lumière.
She disappeared?
What in the world just happened?
Is it over?
No. It's only just begun.
Il y a même intro, mais une nouvelle tonne. Ah non, pas tout à fait la même intro. spaceship! On a libéré Dana! La région de Dana.
A month has passed. For the time being, we decided to stay put in Ganeth Haros. Even with their lord toppled, we had a long way to go before the people of Pelegion would be liberated in their hearts and minds. Lenegus hung ominously over our heads. We knew we'd need to deal with it sooner or later. We still had so many questions. The two sovereigns, the Red Woman and the Renaissance, the present and the past 300 years ago. Not to mention what happened to Volron's body after his defeat. Still, we were determined to keep fighting. I had my hands full taking care of everything. But in some ways, I was kind of grateful to be so busy.
Because I became the new sovereign. And I started ruling this nation with a hand of fire, of iron.
Are you all right? You looked like you were spacing out there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. You need something?
It's about that citizen's petition. I was coming to talk to you about it. If I'm being honest, I think the problems of this realm's Danans hit close to home for me.
Oh?
You saw how things were in Menancia. We might have put way too much faith in Dohalim, but at least we could still think independently. The people of this realm weren't even afforded that much basic dignity. I don't know what kind of future the people here are going to ultimately choose. But whatever it is they decide, I want to help do my part so they can make that decision of their own free will.
You mean like how the Danans and Renans of Menancia chose to remain committed to coexistence? It'd be nice if this was a step towards that dream.
That's another issue altogether. At the very least, I want to believe all our hard work will pay off in the end.
Yeah. I guess we can only focus on what we can do right now and take it from there.
I'm going to go on ahead. Would you mind talking to Shion for me? Once you're ready, we'll meet up at the castle entrance like usual. We can talk more there.
Right. Got it.
Bon, nouveau disque pour Alphen, The Power of a Sovereign. Nice. Un skill pour Sarah, Idealist. Ok, fait que j'ai juste ces deux-là dans ma team. Ils sont passés où les autres? Ok, on va ramasser Vacuum Blade. Et apparemment juste ça. C'est cher ici. On va ramasser aussi ça. Kisara, qu'est-ce que tu peux ramasser? Je vais ramasser Inferno Crossing. Easier Over Limit, je te vois pas très souvent tomber en Over Limit honnêtement. Puis on va te ramasser. On va te ramasser ça ici. Your party disbanded.
Shion's been hanging out in the observatory a lot lately. Let's see if she's up there.
Bon. Oh là là. Notre inventaire, ça allait manger un coup. Mais honnêtement, je pense que c'est une bonne place pour sauvegarder, honnêtement. Hop. L'inventaire s'en est mangé un bon coup. Je me suis... Oups. J'ai quoi? J'ai dépensé un Gold Jelly. Un Golden Gel. C'est Golden Gel, ouais. J'ai dépensé 2 élixirs. J'ai-tu dépensé un... non, j'ai pas dépensé d'Omega Bottle. J'ai dépensé toutes mes élixirs. Ben, mes Life Bottle. Mes Orange Gel... Mon Orange Gel a pas tant descendu que ça. Mon Peach Gel puis mon Lemon Gel ont descendu un peu. J'ai pas utilisé mon Pineapple Gel. C'est peut-être celui-là, en fait, que j'aurais utilisé à la place du Gold Gel. Maintenant que j'y pense. Ou j'ai pas vraiment manqué tant de CP que ça. J'aurais dû utiliser le Pineapple Gel à la place. Me serait revenu plus utile, je dirais. Bon, voyons voir c'est quoi qu'il y a dans ces portes-là. C'est les portes que j'étais curieux tout à l'heure. Ok. Oh, ça mène dehors, ça. On va aussi changer de tenue. On va se mettre avec celle-là. Puis on va changer l'épée pour celle-là ici. Allez, on va parler à Shion.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renaissance. Right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are
Don't. It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Ok. Laisse-moi... Ah non, même pas.
Kisara said she wanted everyone to meet at the castle
Désolé
entrance.
pour le ralentissement un peu. Bon. Des conversations ici.
Hey, Shion.
Don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand. Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay?
Non, ça m'étonne un peu qu'elle ait pas obtenu un nouveau skill, Panel Shield non plus. Il avait pensé qu'elle aurait obtenu un escape panel pour être la Maiden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Moi, en ce moment, je pense qu'il m'en manque un à quelque part. Il doit certainement m'en manquer un avec Alphen, parce qu'il y a un trou ici. Puis si je regarde là, les. Ben, quoi qu'elle, elle a un trou, elle aurait comme un trou là, deux trous là, puis elle a celui-là ici. Mais Alphen, lui, c'est vraiment. Il y a un trou là. C'est quoi le skate panel qui va là? D'ailleurs, je me souviens même plus c'est quel le premier. Je pense que c'est celui dans le coin en haut. À gauche. Bon. Fait que j'imagine qu'après ça, il faut que je parte là-bas. Peux-tu me téléporter ailleurs à cette heure? Non, toujours pas. Toujours pas pour faire travel nulle part. Je suppose qu'après un mois, il va l'avoir obtenu, sa tenue. Il va pouvoir retourner à... comment ça s'appelait déjà cette région-là? Non, je me souviens plus comment ça s'appelait. Quand même, c'était un relativement beau château, celle-là. Bourré de stock, bourré d'ennemis. Mais un beau château quand même. Ok. Bon, ben, je pense que je peux sauter en bas. Ce serait chiant, honnêtement, un peu que nous mettre des trucs, ben, des conversations qu'il fallait aller faire dans les différents étages. Il y a une conversation passante ici. On va la faire tant qu'à y être.
We should think about eating soon.
Really? Not all that hungry myself.
Don't make me say it again.
Yeah, good idea.
Ça faisait longtemps que je l'avais pas eu, cette conversation, ce petit bout de conversation-là. Things appear to be working, I guess. J'espère qu'à ce temps, ce soit actuellement de l'eau et non pas un restant de liquéfaction des autres. Là. C'est aussi un bout de temps qu'on n'avait pas vu enfin m'habiller de même. Ça fait du bien de changer un peu. Hey! Noeline!
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one then.
We better get a move on or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers. Particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Were it any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was... different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Firemaster core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
Doit aller me rejoindre.
I heard we are all to meet.
Évidemment, je m'attends pas nécessairement à ce qu'ils obtiennent... Oups. Je m'attends pas nécessairement à ce qu'ils obtiennent tous un skill panel. Mais je m'attends avant de dépenser leur respect. Je vais attendre avant qu'ils soient tous rassemblés avant de les dépenser. Alors, ça se peut que je tienne tous leurs skill panels au même moment.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
Alright then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
Bon, fait qu'on a récupéré tout le monde.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that, but it's still irritating to deal with.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelegion, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate?
Ah, encore une autre conversation.
Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's stand-ins. Without them, making Pelegion half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelegion are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about.
Ah.
Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
Mille. Honnêtement, ça, je savais même pas que le sel c'était si important que ça. On en apprend tous les jours, hein? Je savais pas qu'on perdait son énergie plus rapidement si on n'avait pas suffisamment de sel. Ça explique un petit peu plus pourquoi est-ce que généralement moi, j'ai une relativement bonne stamina. J'ai une tendance à manger énormément de trucs salés personnellement. Oups, c'est ici. Bon, voyons voir, c'est dans quel coin? Bon, ok, ben c'est sur le chemin. Juste un petit peu loin. Oh là là. Vraiment ici ça aurait été utile des téléporteurs un peu partout dans la ville. Mais dans le château. Parce que là, honnêtement, j'ai beaucoup de portes à traverser.
Are we really gonna search through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Yeah, We've got a point, but...
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
Mais je trouve chiant de repris un peu de son attitude d'avant. Faut juste venir traverser cette porte-là, puis ça va être suffisant. Ah tiens, justement, voilà un de gars d'armure.
Very well.
Well,
Hey. Pardon me.
Excuse me. Ah désolé, je m'étais pas rendu compte nécessairement que c'était pas. Attendez un peu, mollet celui du live. Essayez du moins. Alright, you're clear, you can leave. Somehow I'm both surprised and not surprised to see them here. So you're the guys hoarding all the ration. What are you doing? Go back to your position. Excuse me? No, I'll only say it one more time. Get back to your position. What is this guy's deal? Any slave who disobey order must be put to death. So say Lord Voron. Oh,
What the hell? Do these guys not realize who we are?
Doesn't seem that way. You must think we're just Danans from the town.
Whatever's
Ouch.
going on, these are
Ouch.
Volron soldiers. Watch yourself.
Resonate with the earth. Severing wind. Try harder.
voila. Boom. Ouch.
Flaming thrust.
Up. Get it out. Yeah. Voila. On va dépenser beaucoup de notre santé sur ça. Et on va le mettre lui en terre. Voilà. Boom. Arr. So it wasn't the Danans stockpiling the ration. It was some of Volron's soldiers hiding out inside inside his castle. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not sure whether to be relieved or freaked out about it. What are you guys trying to accomplish? Are you out trying to get revenge on for Volron? What's going on? Something's weird about all this. Are you men aware that Lord Volron is no longer around?
You don't say.
These soldiers seem to think only of the orders that were given to them. Their mind is completely blank otherwise, just like the Danans here. Looking back on it, I did feel like those soldiers we fought here before were mindless. If that's true, then they haven't been hiding out here. They've just been going about their business as usual. I guess so. Everyone's here as Volron's slave, both Danan and Eminem alike. That's the kind of ram he was running.
Well...
But that doesn't explain why all hell didn't break loose with these guys once Volron's was gone like we've seen elsewhere. A month has passed since Volron's vanished. It's entirely possible things may be starting to crumble at the fringe. But the fact that they haven't to a degree has allowed these soldiers to carry on as though it were business as usual. Whatever the reason, we can't just let these guys keep walking around. We should bring them into the barrack for the time being. Hey, agreed. But I don't know if they're going to come quietly. Ahem. Listen to me careful, man. I am Lord Dohalim, Hill Quara. I have an order for you. Lord Dohalim? But sir, we serve...
Well?
Lord Volron has left this realm and is no longer its ruler. Therefore, in accordance with Renan law, you all must pledge your allegiance to me. So you expect us to serve you now, my lord? If you expect the Renan rule of law, then yes, that is precisely correct. Of course, we shall follow your order, Lord Dohalim. Holy crap! I can't believe that worked.
So then,
This should suffice for the time being. Let's bring them, these men into the barrack and then speak with Gani once more.
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
actually, they were abiding Renan hierarchy, not me personally.
Well, either way, it solved the problem, and that's what counts.
Bon, ben c'est déjà au moins ça. Honnêtement, ça filait plus comme une fetch quest que d'autres choses, là, mais... Regardez. Pas grand chose que je peux faire contre ça. Est-ce que je peux me téléporter à l'extérieur? J'ai tellement pas envie. Ouais, on peut se téléporter à l'extérieur. J'ai des quêtes aussi qui ont commencé à popper.
We've reached our destination.
Bon, ben je pense que c'est quand même le temps que je me dise que les autres n'auront pas de nouveaux disques. Fait qu'on va commencer à attribuer les points à tout le monde. Toi aussi, qu'est-ce que je pourrais te prendre de bon? Ça, c'est toujours... ce serait une bonne affaire parce qu'honnêtement, quand je joue avec l'art, je suis souvent dans ces phases d'Awakening, fait que les bonus pourraient être bien efficaces. Non. Augmenter l'évasion, c'est pas vraiment... Increase weak point damage, ça pourrait être bon. Mais Anti-Air Dragon... Anti-Dragon, c'est aussi une très bonne affaire à avoir. On pourrait économiser le restant, honnêtement. Il y a quand même certaines affaires qui pourraient m'être utiles, comme essayer de récupérer soit le weak point ou celui-là ici. Parce que maintenant je pense que... Ah, en même temps... Ouais, on va faire ça. Hop. Toi, évidemment, je voulais te ramasser ça. Ça a gobé l'entièreté de tes SP. Les chions, voyons voir. Faster AG Recovery, non. During Combo. Oh! Meilleur soin. Et rendu là, je pense qu'on est rendu dû pour un meilleur soin.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time being.
I know Renans tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Indeed. Ganneth Heros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Danans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Danans, too.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. But... I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
So, what's going to happen to the Renans here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renans. The Renans were the ones who did it. They killed us. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die! Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Dahnans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it.
Whoops.
I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Haros is the worst form of oppression we've seen, but treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegis aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dahna.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Dahnans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
Ok. Encore Kisara?
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it, thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over living life as a puppet serving others.
Juste voir de quoi. Ah,
That's
ok.
why I
Fait
want
que
to
tu
do-
laisses ici. Setting. Le son. Ah, ça, c'est pas le son. J'avais mis le son. J'ai pas mis le son des voix au maximum, me semble. Voilà.
Everything I can to help these people.
Non, avec le son des voix un peu plus fort, ça devrait être suffisant. Mais non, fait oups. Tu sais qu'il faut que j'aille à cette heure. Je peux toujours pas me téléporter. Je devrais avoir le niveau, c'est à cette heure pour affronter la bestiole qui a au ravin. Fait que mec, mec, que j'ai la possibilité, il va falloir absolument que je retourne. Et là, à cette heure, c'est où qu'il faut que j'aille? On va aller là. Merde.
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Harros.
I know that, but our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shion?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it.
C'est le fait qu'elle
I
peut
don't
plus y
want to talk
toucher.
about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just don't be too hard on yourself, okay?
Elle peut plus y toucher comme avant. Non. Qu'est-ce qui se passe ici encore? Hey, what the hell happened to him? He's no longer with us. He's always looked like he was trying with his health, but still, he was so close to finally living like a normal human being too.
Wait!
Damn. Damn. Does he have any living relative? Just his mom. I think she lives in the area, in that area over there.
Alright.
Got it. I'll break the news to her.
To inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her.
Ah, ok.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Ah, ok. Tant qu'à être ici, aussi bien aller acheter une coupe d'affaires. Ah, j'ai pas autant d'argent que ce que Vincent m'a dit lors du dernier live que j'aurais. Surtout acheter des live bars, c'est ça que j'ai le plus besoin. On va faire de la pêche à un moment donné pour avoir un petit peu plus de stock.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
Ils savent vraiment pas ça hein, quand que je drop en dessous de certains niveaux d'argent. On va aller dormir dans un feu de camp. Peut-être une
We've reached our destination.
peut-être une petite conversation secrète.
Oh, but if only I could soar the skies like you, my friend.
Il y a rien de nouveau là-dedans. Whoop! Il y a quelque chose de nouveau ici.
Still, If it's not fruits of Helgen he's using, then how do you think Volron goes about controlling all of them?
They didn't look like they'd been threatened, but they didn't look like they understood anything either.
It could be something else, like a potion perhaps. But frankly, I doubt it.
But that would mean they're following Volron out of choice? But why?
Nothing bolsters a despot's authority more than loyalty. Loyalty is advantageous for any ruler. For Volron, it means acolytes willing to give their lives for him. As for whether they did it willingly or not, I'd say they're merely puppets dancing to their master's tune.
But to the point where they'd give up their own life force? Is that even possible?
You just saw it for yourself. And think back to when I was your lord. If I'd asked you to sacrifice yourself for some cause, would you have?
Dohalim.
My apologies. My words got away from me again.
No, you're absolutely right. The only difference being that you never demanded such a thing. You wouldn't.
All lords are masters in the art of manipulating their subjects' hearts. Whether they use fear, torture, or various other methods, the outcome is the same.
Fear.
No wonder there's no remaining signs of a resistance force in this place.
Bill. Fait qu'apparemment, il y avait une conversation que j'avais manquée pendant que j'étais dans le château. Ça faisait un méchant bout que j'en avais pas manqué, honnêtement. Si je regarde, là. Hop. Pas de besoin de cuisiner tout de suite. Puis, oh! Il y a actuellement 5 personnes à qui je peux parler.
Shion, could we talk a
On va
moment?
commencer avec Shion.
Hey, do you have time to talk? There's something I need to ask you.
Of course. What's up?
It's about the doll I used to have as a little girl. I gave it some more thought, and I still don't remember actually receiving it from anyone.
You were so little. I don't think it's that surprising you've forgotten, is it?
Yeah, but here's the thing. That doll was so old, I'm starting to think I just always had it with me from the start. I know that it's extremely unlikely, but after last time we talked, it got me thinking. Maybe you brought the doll that child made with you to Lenegis.
I couldn't be.
Are you saying you didn't? Look, logically speaking, I know it's a lot more likely that you didn't bring it with you than you did. But you can't say for sure you didn't, right? Crazier things have happened. I always thought I'd be alone, only to end up meeting you, and Law, and Rinwell, and Kisara, and Dohalim. Sometimes things happen in life that we never thought possible.
You make a good point. I left everyone and everything I knew behind 300 years ago. But now, I'm not so alone anymore.
Exactly. You crossed all those centuries to find all of us, so...
Why can't a little doll have made the same jump too?
Right? Look, it's up to you to decide if there's any meaning behind all of this. But I choose to think there is.
Yeah, I think so too. There's something beautiful about the whole thing that simply can't be denied.
I'm looking forward to breakfast.
Ok, elle fait un commentaire sur le fait que j'ai pas fait à manger.
Come on, guys.
Oh, c'est quoi ça ici?
We've got lots to do.
Normalement, parce que...
Guess I misread the landing.
Normalement, parce que aurait été porté directement dans la ville. Là, j'ai vu quelque chose sur la map que je me pose la question, c'est quoi?
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Ok. Il y a un énorme point rouge. Ça me fait juste penser à genre des ennemis boss. Désolé, mais je vais pas vous affronter en ce moment. Ah, c'était là que vous avez vu? Ouais, c'est genre ça ici.
Yikes! Don't make eye contact with it!
C'est un peu comme celui qu'il y a à Uzbek. Non, pas Uzbek. Ici. Le Mantis. Mais pour moi, j'ai pas le niveau pour affronter celui-ci. Mais je pense savoir c'est quoi le concept de ces ennemis-là. Je crois en avoir vu quand j'avais joué à Tale of Berseria. C'est comme un peu les ennemis puissants.
We've reached our destination.
Pas de quête. Ouh,
I think Hoodle senses something.
un hibou dans la
I hear a
région.
voice. Somebody's asking for help.
I don't care.
Hopefully it's nothing
I'm
that'll be
looking
too hard to
for
deal
a hut hut.
with.
Where's the hut hut? Give me the hut hut. There you are. Phantom. Sad glasses. Yeah.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Sorry.
Excuse me, ma'am. I have some bad news. It's your son.
Yes.
It's okay, I know. You do? Then what are you doing? I have work that must be done today. Since my sons can no longer work, it's like this here too. Huh? It's like this here too, huh?
All right.
Forget about your work, or better yet, think of tending to your son as your task for today. Very well, I'll get to work. This is not a work.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There are Zoogles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
Okay, we don't have to take anyone's order anymore. We get to decide what to do. We have to remember how to think for ourselves. We must know how to do that before so we can do it again. Every time I try to think, my body starts shaking. I don't think I can do it. It's just too much for me. We don't have to follow orders any longer. But is that an order? But is that an order too? It's too vague. I don't know what to do. If someone could just clearly give me something to do, I could do it. I hate not doing anything. Someone please give me something to do already.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference. I propose we speak to them.
Je ne vais pas m'intéresser aux quêtes. Allez, on finir au moins cette partie-là de la quête. J'ai juste hâte de pouvoir me
What do you say we
téléporter
check back in
maintenant.
on the ranch?
Ah ben tiens, on va aller voir le ranch, puis on va finir au moins cette petite partie-là de quête, puis après ça, on va arrêter le live. Voilà. Non.
Yes.
Then I get started, bring me some fire.
What?
Wait, you intend to burn your son, a child? That's right, that's how you do it. I don't understand. Wouldn't a more formal funeral procession be more appropriate? I'm sorry, have I done something wrong? Then tell me, do you have no custom where do you have no custom where a relative of the deceased may say their final farewell? Not really. How could we have undone? Up until recently, our people were too busy toiling away to think of burial right. Amongst Renan, it's customary for relatives to send the remain out into the heaven This customary for relative to send the remains of the 2D event. Why not introduce such a practice to Dana? We believe that I believe that in doing so. We believe that in doing so, the deceased spirit shall join the flow of astral energy that travel the cosmos. We could never do something like that. It's the last chance for the it's the last chance for the bereaved to see their loved one. Surely something should be done to honor their memory. But death is a part of everyday living for us, Dan. You really think we're going to ship bodies into space somehow every single day? I simply felt that something more have to be done. When the Rena still ruled over us, we didn't even know if it is. When Rena, désolé mon anglais est vraiment pas ce soir. When the Rena still ruled over us, we didn't even know if it was safe to build gravesites. As bodies decompose, they can spread disease. We didn't have any other choice in how we could bury our people. Rinwell, don't think for a second I've forgotten everything that the Rena did to us. Tell me, Alpha, do you know why none of us have last name like them? Tell me, let me tell you why. It's because we outnumbered them, and they denied us our culture to stop us from uniting against them. Enough. Our people steal so much from us. Your people steal so much from us as it is. And on top of that, you have the gall to try and make us live like you too. If you hate it there so much, why don't you just turn them all on? Why don't you just turn them all hollow? That's enough. No more. Lenegis could strike at any moment, and here we are fighting among ourselves. We are well aware of the suffering and hatred we each harbor, but if we're going to coexist, we have to recognize each other's difference. That's how we are working. That's what we are working. That's what we are all working together to achieve. To bring an end to this world system and begin to live together side by side. That's what I believe, and that's why I'm here. If any of you think differently, then be my guest and leave. I'll break down every last barrier, even if I have to do it alone. Indeed. I sincerely apologize. I consider you a true friend, but it will appear that I have yet to reckon with your people, with our people's dark history in earnest.
I'm afraid not.
Winwell, I completely accept the blame in all of this. Words cannot express how very sorry I am for clearly offending you so deeply.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for lashing out. I'm sorry for lashing out at you as hard as I did, Dolly. I guess I'm still working through a lot of emotion. I know you were only thinking about what was best for our son too. Rinwell, I'd like to teach. I'd like you to teach me about the culture and history of this planet. Perhaps that will help us begin to bridge the gap.
Huh?
Sure, I don't mind. But could you maybe teach me about Rena too then, please? You two are more alike than you realize sometimes. I'm glad we were able to patch things up. We lost enough good people along the way as it is. Sorry for the distraction. Let's lay your son to rest. We'll do it the Danon ways.
Good.
Yes. Burn it! Thank you for granting me that task. Don't mention it. It's the least we could do for you as his mom. Well, because of all of you, my son is at peace now.
Right.
Rest assured, we intend to build a future for this world that will make him proud. I'm not proud of a future with the Renan still leaving with us.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you managed it, you knocked some sense into Rinwell and Dohalim, and that mother.
Yeah. I can see my decision to travel with you was well made.
suis juste curieux du coup, vu que je viens d'obtenir, je pense, mes premières pierres niveau... Comme j'ai pas d'argent, je peux pas checker. Ah. Ok, ça aurait été actuellement intéressant à voir contre le boss que je viens de faire. J'ai-tu de quoi que... 8000? Un 8000 très facile? Comeback ring, c'est quoi que ça fait ça? Stagger time? Non. Impact ring. Juste ça. Ah oui, ça c'est la magnifique pierre que j'ai obtenue pour faire que j'ai utilisé pour faire le truc à l'or. Toujours pas obtenu grand chose dans ce jeu-là. Pour être utile, celui-là ici. Définitivement, je pourrais m'en servir en soi sur... comment il se... Enfin... Qui puisse... Ah, puis Glutton for Battle en plus. Increase damage dealt by 5% for each enemy on the field. Celui-là, c'est vraiment bon contre les groupes d'ennemis. Light damage, Knight and Dart and Witch damage bonus. Penetration and hurt damage. Plus de l'HP. Freeze Charm. Wind damage, water damage, defense, and PG Charge Rape. Alternate, c'est quoi que ça faisait? Temporary increase critical hit rate by 5% on successful perfect evade and perfect guard. Pourrait être utile ça sur quelqu'un. C'est pas qui. On va fabriquer celle-là ici. Puis on va fabriquer le Heal Badge. Le Heal Bangle, je vais en fabriquer un pour enfin, lequel. Je pense qu'on va y aller avec le Glutton for Battle. Ah, puis on va l'améliorer. On va le scraper. Honnêtement, je m'en servirai pas. Faudrait honnêtement que je prenne un certain temps maintenant pour checker c'est quoi qui pourrait être intéressant à fabriquer. Ouais, voilà. On va scraper le gaz des 3 là-dedans. J'en ai donc bien des Astral Ore. Voilà. Il y en avait une très grosse quantité, honnêtement. Ça va me coûter 2000 à améliorer au max. Yeah, transfer skill. Ouh! Nice! D'accord. Et ça, c'est bon à savoir qu'il y a ça. Ouais, je pense honnêtement... Ah, pis toi, t'as encore un Protect Ring niveau 4. Attends un peu, ouais. J'ai du crafting à faire. Je sais ici. Résistance. Dark damage. Wind damage. Increase aggro. Ouais, celui-là il est plus intéressant honnêtement pour qui sert, hein. Hop, booster ça au max. Voilà. Ah. Hop. Voilà. 900, donc, un autre 900 qui est parti là-dedans. Fait que ça, je pourrais mettre ça sur qui? Mais ça va servir pratiquement juste quand que je vais avoir vraiment besoin de me protéger du gel. Du coup, hop.
Hey, that looks pretty good.
Voilà. Non, pas ça. Ici, on va équiper le Heal Bagel. Toi, on va t'équiper avec... on pourrait quasiment avoir celui-là ici. Mais je pense que je préfère lui donner quand même le Protect Ring. Puis du coup, hop. Non, pas Weapon. Transfer Skill. Allons on va voir. Cette opale-là avait de la pénétration en bonus. Je pourrais remplacer le BG Charge Rep à plus 4 pour ça. Ou l'attaque élémentale. Ah, c'est juste un bonus de 20. Je pense que je vais commencer par changer ça ici. Voyons voir. C'est quand même important que là ait un peu plus de... Comment dire... Ouais, je pense qu'il va falloir que je commence à fabriquer d'autres... Il va falloir que je commence à fabriquer un peu plus de pierres. Je vais aussi checker de quoi avec l'or. 1215 de pénétration! Hey, ce badge fait juste énormément de critiques. Je pense que ça augmente aussi les dégâts critiques qu'il fait. Ça augmente, je pense, les dégâts critiques qui se mangent. Pas sûr, mais... Puis il y a nulle part en soi où ils nous le disent à quoi ça sert la pénétration puis la résistance, je crois que c'était l'autre. Ouais, c'est la résistance. Nulle part où ils nous le disent. Hop. Fling, no, critical hit. Critical hits are more likely to occur the higher the user's penetration is and the lower the target resistance is. Ok. Fait que ça fait juste augmenter en masse les chances de critique. Ce qui a fait en sorte qu'en soit Law fait quasiment tout le temps les critiques. Puis comme son gameplay il est basé sur essayer d'esquiver, ça fait relativement bien. Et avec lui, je trouve.
Normally we'd be asleep right now.
This isn't an inn, Alphen. Snap to it.
Right.
Ah, personne avec
You
qui
should get
jaser.
some shut
C'est
eye.
juste ça que je voulais checker. Bon, ben en tout cas. Le live va durer un peu plus longtemps que ce que je voulais, nécessairement. C'est pas vraiment grave, là, du coup. Ah, attendez un petit peu, je reviens. Ah, conversation.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the Resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, Law.
You're welcome?
Bon, fait que c'était le petit moment de conversation de finale. J'espère que le live vous aura plu, honnêtement. Je vais sauvegarder avant de partir d'ici. Oups, c'est pas ça que je veux. Hop, voilà. J'espère que le live vous aura plu. Encore une fois, désolé pour pas avoir fait de live hier. Et comme je disais, je filais juste pas hier pour en faire. J'avais trop mal à la tête puis d'autres affaires de même. Mon rhume, puis... Bah, quoi que là, mon rhume il est pas mal parti. J'avais pas vraiment un rhume, j'avais surtout mal à la gorge. Puis je pense que c'est ça qui me faisait tousser. Hop. Mais bon. Comme je disais, j'espère que ça vous aura plu. Et on se retrouve demain pour un live sur Fire Emblem. Ou... Ouais, non. Ça va être Fire Emblem. J'avais pensé à essayer de faire autre chose, mais ça, je vais faire ça peut-être plus en fin de semaine. Donc, ouais, non. On va faire du Fire Emblem. On va continuer d'avancer là-dessus. Puis aussi, le live que je fais normalement, que j'avais dit que je faisais les samedis matins, non. Ben, quoi que non, c'est vendredi matin. Puis vendredi, je vais pouvoir le faire au final. Ouais. Bon, j'ai rien dit. À partir de maintenant, mes lives, on devrait continuer comme d'habitude. Fait que... comment dire? Ouais. Je suis en train de chercher un peu c'est où que j'étais rendu là. Ouais bon. En tout cas, je vous dis à la prochaine puis pour le prochain live et ciao!